questions.
On Nigeria, I wanted to ask you, do you envisage US boots on the ground?
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Mr. President, what's going on with Russian assets, would you say? Are you going to use those as a negotiating tool? What's Europe saying on the frozen Russian assets? So what are you planning to do?
Is this a totally different question than Nigeria?
Yes,
so, right?
different.
That was quite a turn. I'm not doing that. What happens is, I guess, Europe and Russia are having discussions. I'm not involved in those discussions.
Will your administration provide Ukraine long-range Tomahawk missiles? Is that something that you're not considering that?
No, not really. If it happened, I could change, but at this moment, I'm not.
What would be the final straw for you that proves that Putin is really not ready to end this war?
What?
What would be the final straw for you that proves that Putin is really not ready to end this war in Ukraine?
There's no final straw. Sometimes you have to let it fight out. They're fighting it out. It's been a tough war for Putin. He's lost a lot of soldiers, maybe 1 million. That's a lot of soldiers. And it's been tough for Ukraine. It's been tough for both. Sometimes you have to let it, just get bought out. We have, I've settled 8 wars. I thought that one would be easier than some of the ones we settled. And by the way, we got 3 hostages back. The hostages were so sad. We're talking about dead bodies, which people call hostages, but I don't know what you'd call them. I spoke to the parents. We got Nutra, from New York and from the United States, and I spoke to his parents, and they're thrilled in one sense, but in another sense, obviously, it's not too great. But we're very happy to have done it. We got 3 bodies back today that they found, and we're looking for the remainder of the bodies.
Are you going to the Supreme Court on Wednesday?
What?
Are you going to go to the Supreme Court for the tariffs?
I think it's the most important decision, one of the most important decisions in the history of our country. Because without tariffs, without our being able to use tariffs freely, openly, and in every way, we would suffer tremendously from a national security standpoint. The national security of our country is at stake. It's the biggest, I think it's one of the biggest decisions in the history of the Supreme Court. Other countries use tariffs against us. If we weren't able to openly and freely use tariffs against them, I'll give you an example, China. That was going to be a disaster for the world, and I was able to settle it very quickly, very easily, because I was able to use tariffs. It's total national security. And economic health is also part of national security, by the way. But without tariffs, our country would be in great jeopardy.
So will you attend the oral arguments at
No, I don't think so, because I don't want to call a lot of attention to me. It's not about me, it's about our country. I'll be going to Miami. I'm going to make a speech in front of a large group of people in Miami, and said, I wanted to go so badly. I just don't want to do anything to deflect the importance of that decision. If we don't have tariffs, we don't have national security. And the rest of the world would laugh at us because they've used tariffs against us for years and took advantage of us. And you see what's happened. We've become wealthy. Our stock market hit a record high on Friday. A record high. It's hit 48 record highs during my term. And a large part of that's because of tariffs and our good trade deals. Without that, you couldn't make a good trade deal. And we were subject to being abused by a lot of other countries, including China, for years. Not anymore. Tariffs have brought us tremendous national security.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.